So I'm going to discuss how to do a grading sheet, assignment feedback on formative and summative basis, and observation uh, recording. Okay, so we'll take up a student work which has got recently done. So this is the student work which has been given to us. So the student uploads the document, the Word document, along with the Turnitin. So the Turnitin norms which we usually follow for Westward, that can be followed. And then according to the assignment, the task has been submitted here. Okay. So basically, I just given you a student work, okay, and the feedback how to go about it. So you'll see here the assignment brief or the feedback for that particular student. No, so I'll consider two students. This is the first one. So we'll take a look at a D and a pass criterion. So formative feedback in the first case, no, I've made them to do a group activity. So group activity was done and that was recorded and the links have been given here. So you'll see here the links. So once you give the work, you need to also check whether it's workable. So that's the presentation they made. So they met as a team. Initially, they exchanged emails, formed the team, met the team. Okay. So that's the sponsor, the consultant for Stripes. So they met the client. Okay, they fixed up the dates. They make a conference document. Okay, so basically the whole assignment is based on the conference document they're going to make. And they had a primer meeting before and then apprising the client that this is how they're going to organize the invite cover, the invite letter, public tickets, student tickets, exhibition tickets, okay, investor gifts, public gifts, space tourism, banner, welcome investor lookouts, posters, the venue, the dinner, teas, food service, how the stalls will appear, what are the costs. Okay, so this was the intermediate client presentation they made to get the approval from the client. Okay, so this was the PPT and the links for that has been given in the uh, feedback. So how they made the presentation. Okay, so both the presentations have been there, so you can check. So that was how they presented to the client and so on. Okay, so going from here, so because of this, the initial formative feedback, we say that they are capable of looking at the higher grades. Okay, and this comes subsequently when they give the assignment brief along with the recordings and all. So based on this work which the student has posted on the LMS. Okay, so task one, then they made the conference schedule, then they looked at the conference venue, how the details of the conference venue and the breaks and the lunch facilities, the dining hall, okay, how they are going to set up the stall, how they're going to look at uh, space technology. Okay, so this is the layout of the stalls, the theme, the importance of gifts, importance of flyer, banners. Okay, so investor gifts. So all this has been put up here. Okay, so that shows they worked out all the details along with the costs, which they had taken the approval of the client to go further. Okay, so all this, how they're going to control uh, the project using the project management tools. Okay, so problems, and if they got a plan B in case someone is not, if a guest speaker is running late or anything like that, what they're going to do. Okay, how they're going to make up, so opportunities, then the reasons for live streaming. Okay, so all this, so that's the Gantt chart, and the conference presentation, okay, which we have seen. So that's another one. So this is the full presentation to the client, which they have done and taken the uh, approval. Okay, so basically covering all the uh, tasks of the assignment. Okay, so how they met, the minutes of meeting, how they exchanged the contracts, what is the team dynamics, what are the team skills they have built over time, what is the planning. Okay, so number of meetings individually, in groups, and also with the client. So everything is pictured, and all this has been given as evidence in the links. So that shows a good student work. So it qualifies for the D. And so that exactly what you're going to say. So along with the reflection, how the motivation has been done, what is the continuous CPD plan for the team and for the individual. Okay, so that shows the whole thing. So this all I report in your assignment feedback. So basically the initial group activity, okay, that covers the task one. LO2, again group activity and presentation to the client, then getting the approval, then going about the plan. So importance of working in the team. Okay, so all that has been covered, and also the self development, how they are undergoing the courses, all that has been tackled here. So that qualifies for the distinction, and the strengths, limitations, improvement needed. So that's all recorded. So that's the D. Okay. So if I look at R, generally they had indulged in some activity, but there is no evidence, so it can't be proven. So it's difficult to evaluate the group and individual communication skills. The photo of the activity is shared. The emails in communication, however, group presentation and individual language skills, body mannerism, body language cannot be captured, thus restrict the admissibility for the higher grades. So because of this, they are not able to get the higher grades. Okay, and that's what you record in the formative and the summative, and finish it off with the constructive this thing to improve. So you can improve your communication skills, time management skills to enable you to achieve the higher grades. Then looking at the observation uh, for the same thing, the observation record. So looking at what recordings have come or what they have performed, the group activity in front of you. So that's covered in L01, L02, L03, and the recordings and the links have been shared. So that covers the criterion. So that's the signature of the tutor and the student, and in case there is evidence, witness, you can sign. So They're done well in the presentation skills, the language skills, and the PowerPoint slides layout, and knowledge and learning. So this is to match with the criterion in which you have set the task. So in our case, it was L01. So it has been set. Okay. Then you give the understanding how to match with the criterion, the grading criterion of the task. Okay. And then you say that how the student has done well and thus qualified for the higher grades. So these two documents, so in the LMS, when you this thing, when you upload, in generally where we upload the things, so you'll be uploading all the three documents. One is the observation record, then you'll be uploading the assignment feedback form, the observation record, and the student work. So three documents, and which the IV and the EV can check. And please also check all the links are in place before you mark them and send it for approval. So that covers the whole thing. So you see the innovation of the student in tackling the tasks. It's very brilliant work done. Okay. So some students do surprise us, as I keep saying. So this is one of those uh, occurrences. So all the tasks has been very adequately covered, including the project plan, the cost, detailing, what is the resources which are required, how they are going to recruit the volunteers, how they are going to show the posters, how they are going to satisfy the sponsor, that is type financials in this case, in the space tourism space. Okay. Invite cards, gifts, stalls, dining hall, break launches, the works, the schedule, everything. And this was for the professional practice, and that's why they covered the CPD, the professional practice, and what are the nuances, details of that. So well under the plagiarism. So that shows a good presentation. Thank you very much.